In this The Darting Elf video,
Hello.
You didn't clap yet.
taste test 32 different G Fuel flavors with my boys.
32?
Introduce yourself, starting with Anthony.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm kind of nervous. This is my first appearance.
You're doing fine.
Thank you.
We got a special guest, Craig. He's back. You want to explain your disappearance, Craig? You haven't been on the Darting Elf for a while.
For the past 3 years, I've been living in Alaska with bears, all primitive-like, and yeah, I just recently got rescued. I heard people thought I was dead, so no, I'm not dead.
I knew you were alive.
Thank you.
So that's Craig. This is the sequel, part 2, to the last G
I'm
Fuel
so
taste.
happy to be here.
We will all have a shot of G Fuel to take. Depends on the individual whether or not they want to swallow or
I'm a
spit.
them, actually. Craig is a them.
Oh, and did I forget to mention, we're going to be combining all of these flavors into one to make Jungle Juice V2.
Oh, that's a surprise I didn't know about.
Well, let's begin. Bobby Boysenberry. Boy, it be just busting.
I quite enjoy that, actually.
Make them brief, too. Don't be too long. I don't want this to be like an hour
Hey.
long.
It's a little too powdery for me. I'd give it a B.
Bobby Boysenberry is very floral, in my opinion. Kind of like a medicine. That can be good, but I think it's a bit too much with this one. So, middle of the road C tier. I do like the berry flavor.
I give it a C because
Louder.
it tastes like great medicine.
This candy corn cussy will make you cream.
Tastes like candy corn. I do love me some candies. I'll have to. It's kind of watery though. I give it a C.
When I think of this, I think of depression. It's a D for me.
I like butterscotch flavored stuff, and this is like butterscotch, and I like candy corn. A tier.
It's an A because it tastes pretty good.
Cherry limeade made my day.
I didn't really like this one. It's getting a solid D tier from me.
I wanted to
You got to describe it too. You can't
It
just say.
tasted bad.
Oh, that's good.
It felt like it was trying to be sour, but it didn't know how to do it.
Amen.
That's an F for me.
Yeah, you know what? The lime doesn't really. Well, they try with the lime, but you try and you fail. You try and succeed. This time it was a fail in D tier.
I'm gonna give it a D as well because there's not enough sourness to it.
You know what? There's not enough of as well. Your voice. Classified.
I gotta say, I do like that quite a bit. You know, it's pink though. And we're gonna see a lot of. Actually, no, we're not gonna see a lot of pink today. It's an S tier. It's an S tier.
I would give this an A tier. It's good, but I feel like having the whole water bottle one of it at once would be too overwhelming for me.
A tier for me as well. It's if you like cotton candy and sweet things, it's got that taste.
I'm gonna give it an A tier as well because I just like the color of it.
Look at the camera, not the mic.
I'm trying to project my voice like you said in class earlier.
You can move your head and your eyes at the same time.
See why you quit.
Classified.
I'm not a big fan of coconut flavors, so this is gonna be like a D for me.
I'm not a big fan of coconut flavors either, but if I can taste a coconut and it tastes good enough, I'd give it a C tier.
I agree with my boys on my right. There is a very big coconut flavor in here. It's like 50% coconut, 25% something else, 25% something else. Not as good as original classified. B tier.
Amen.
I'm gonna give it a B tier as well. It tastes a little bit like tiger's blood. I enjoy tiger's blood, so.
Clickbait. Protect your grandma from this one, guys.
Bon appetit. What is that? Is that grape I taste? Cherry? Cherry?
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate? F.
You know, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. It's trying to be too many different things for me. I'd give it a D.
Jerem was partially right. It is pomegranate. It's also cherry.
Cherry and pomegranate.
Cherry pomegranate.
I got one of them.
It's a really strong and tart flavor. C tier.
I like pomegranate, so I am going to give it a B.
Confetti cake. Let's bake a cake.
Well, it actually tastes like a birthday cake. That's not awful. That's not awful. I think it's a C. I think it'd be better in milk, though.
You know,
That's smart.
there's a reason why there's a debate between cookies and brownies. Because brownies are better. This is an F tier.
Confetti cake tastes like vanilla cake. I gotta hand it to GFUEL. They did a good job. Does it work in water? A little bit. C tier.
I'm gonna give it an A because I really like cake flavored objects, you know.
Objects.
And if I put it in milk, it might taste a hell of a lot better.
This tastes bad.
Beautiful.
A.
Hey! Alright, Anthony.
Crimson Tears, more like Crimson Cheers.
Bon appetit. Elden Ring. Game of the year. Or so I'm told. What is an Elden Ring?
It was game of the year.
Yes. Okay.
Be God War, thank God.
A tier.
These are just so underwhelming to me. This taste is kind of chalky to me. I'll chalk it up to a C.
Elden Ring is prickly pear flavor. They did a decent job, but the real deal can't be beat. A tier.
I'm gonna give it a C. I don't like it.
Worship the gods with Divine Peach.
Divine Peach can be described in only a few words. Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! That's what it's all about!
Better fucking go.
S tier.
I'm not a big fan of peaches. I like kiwis more. I'd give this a B for peach.
Moist Critical is a YouTuber. B tier.
I'm gonna give it a B tier. It's not as good as Sonic Peach Rings, but
Dragon Fruit? You like dragons?
Yep.
What's so dragging about this? Popo.
bitch.
Popo good color. 10.
10.
That's a good one.
Maybe it's just because I'm cold, but none of these are very S tier, I'd say. I'm gonna give this a solid B.
You are so brave.
I like dragon fruit. This is a good flavor, even though it doesn't taste like anything like the real fruit. A tier.
It tastes like grape. D.
Electric Strike? You're out.
Wow, this is blue like that one Fortnite streamer. What's his name? Oh, I don't see enough movement out there. This is wonderful. I don't see enough movement from you guys. You know what? I'm not in frame, am I?
You know, this one is pretty
You can
good.
go over here.
I'd give this S tier.
What was your
It's
letter rating?
satisfactory.
Ninja.
Ninja.
Fortnite Ninja.
So, Ninja Electric Strike flavor is watermelon lemonade or limeade.
Oh, classic.
It's pretty good. I don't know why they went with blue though, with watermelon. A tier. I like it.
Ninja.
I'll give it an A tier because it tastes like what it says it is. A.
Grandma's apple pie, not as good as Grandma's actual apple pie.
What did you say this flavor was?
It's Grandma's apple pie.
That actually tastes a lot like my grandma's apple pie from when I was younger.
Does it?
Yeah, I remember her making it for me. on
Hey, your
Thanksgiving and
waveforms are a
stuff.
bit small.
You know, she passed just recently, and just makes me think about her. I like this one a lot, but I think this is gonna be a S tier from me.
My grandma was not a good cook. She would burn pancakes. She'd make killer toast, though. Great toast. I'd give this an A for awesome taste.
You ever been to the Universal Studios and you get into the Harry Potter and you had the pumpkin juice? That's what this tastes like. B tier.
I don't like this flavor. You know why? Because Craig's mom is a little
Grandma.
bitch.
Grandma.
Oh, grandma is a little bitch. Alright? Nah, it's actually alright. It's an A.
Just cut that out.
I just fucking hate Craig's grandma.
God. God.
Phase 51, raid the base Redditors.
It's kind of watered down for me. You can't really taste it a lot. I'm gonna give it a solid C.
I agree with him that it's watered down. It feels like it's missing the citrusy that it should be. I'm also going to give it a C.
Phase 51 is a melon honeydew, so there wouldn't be a citrus. It's an okay flavor, C tier.
I don't like it. It's very watered down. I don't know if that's just flavor. I give it a fucking C tier. The end.
I'm not phased by this Phase X.
That is gangster. All right. A tier, easily. High A. Very wonderful taste.
It's like,
When I first saw this one, I thought, oh, it's going to be coconut. I'll hate it. I sipped it, and I was more than pleasantly surprised it was not coconut. This is a solid S tier flavor.
Now, to my understanding, Phase X is supposed to be a tropical blend of citrusy fruits. It does that well, but I don't like citrus that much. C tier.
it tastes like the white Gatorade. I'm gonna give it a C.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Health potion, yippee.
Ooh, I am not a fan of that. What is it? Like a sour cherry? Oh God. D? D? I don't think it's quite F.
If I was a masochist, I'd love this flavor. The aftertaste, terrible. The initial taste, good for about a second maybe. This is a solid B tier.
Now, Diablo Health Potion is supposed to be blueberry, grape, plum. I think they go together well. B tier.
I'm a C guy. You know, 'cause I don't like it.
What?
Honeyberry remind me of Halle Berry.
It looks like urine. Ooh! Winnie the Pooh gon' love this, you feel me? Oh shit. Gangster. 10 out of 10. A, S.
You know, when I was younger, I tried my own pee. And this does not remind me of it. I'd give this like a solid D tier. It's not for me.
Now, honeyberry is just that,
Did
a
you like the
mixture
taste
of
of
honey and berry. I think the berry the flavor is stronger than the honey, but the honey is there. A tier. It's just yellow.
I'm gonna give it a C. 'Cause it tastes alright.
If it didn't remind you of your own urine, and you rated it that low, what would you rate your urine?
I was told to be honest on this.
We just make our way over to the ice pond and ice shatter.
Bon appetit. The direct taste is pretty good. Everything after that, not very good. Solid C tier.
I agree with what he said. The initial taste is good, but the aftermath is more like an after punch in your throat. I'd give it a B tier.
This isn't the goddamn guessing game.
Electric Strike is blueberry lemon flavored.
Know that.
It's citrusy, a bit too much for me. B tier.
Amen.
I'm gonna give it an A because I like the taste of it. I like its ice flavor too. I like ice flavored objects.
Gonna cry me a river with Isaac's tears.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isaac's tears, huh? I don't think I've ever been more disappointed by a single GFUEL taste in my probably entire life. By far, easily one of the worst drinks I've tried today. It gives off somewhat of a, what did you say? It was pineapple?
This is white grape pineapple.
White grape pineapple. And it does not, I can't taste very much of either. This is gonna have to be a D tier for me.
You know, Binding of Isaac is a great game. And there's a reason things go on sale for very cheap. Either it's very good or it's very bad. The game is very good when you get it on sale. I would not buy this on sale because it's very bad. F tier.
I disagree completely. I freaking love this flavor. It's like a pineapple, just without any of like the tanginess in the back of your throat, and with that little bit of white grape in there. That is awesome. S tier.
I'm gonna give it an A tier because it tastes like what it says it tastes like. And I like the tears of my victims.
Mango Explosion is like a Voltorb using self-destruct.
You know, I've never really been a big mango guy in my life. It does taste like mango pretty well. Has a pretty decent taste. Just not my cup of tea. C.
You know, when I think of mango, there's two mangoes I think about. Mango the fruit and Mango the Super Smash Bros. Melee Goat. This reminds me of both of them at once. It's an S tier.
Now, G Fuel is usually really light on the flavors. This is an explosion. The title says it all. This is a very strong flavor. Probably the strongest I've ever had. And I've had a lot of flavors. It's very bold. And I think that works against it a little bit. So, B tier.
I'm gonna give it an A tier because it reminds me of a childhood drink, the cheap bottle of the Tropicanos. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
No,
The tropical punch.
I grew up
mango
in the
punch.
hood.
What
Then
does
you
that
should
even
have
mean?
grew up with it.
We grew up with tomato
You're
soup.
not black.
A.
Brr! It's getting a bit chilly out here. And dark, too. I think we need a setting change. Scene change. Drink some of Lady Demetriscu's essence with maiden's blood.
Cheers. I really like that. I really like that. It's very concentrated too. Essence of Dimitrescu. S.
This reminds me of when I go to the dentist and they give me raspberry toothpaste when they're doing cavities. It doesn't taste good at all. I'd give it a D for dentist.
Lady Demetrescu's blood is actually one of my favorites. It's like a tiger's blood a little bit if it was more berry-like. S tier.
Can you like Photoshop a six
I'm gonna
pack
give
on
this
it?
one an S as well because it's pretty good.
S.
After you Photoshop
S.
Mango lemonade is lemony snicket.
Blonde.
it. Muy buen.
F. F. I don't like it at all.
Interesting. Two things I love are mangoes and lemonade. But sometimes, when you put things you love together, it doesn't mix very well. This is one of those cases. I'd give it a D tier for trying.
Mango lemonade is one of my favorite drinks. Very smooth. A tier.
Nah.
I'm gonna give it an A as well. I like the mango in it.
Dive deep into the unknown with mystery.
I'm not a big fan of it. Lychees, as they call it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I think they taste weird. It's an F.
I've never had this flavor before, so I don't know what to describe it as. I'd give it a C tier for undetermined.
I like mystery flavors, and white is one of my favorites. I also like lychees a lot. S tier.
I'm giving it an S as well because I really like lychee flavored things. Because lychee's pretty fucking good.
Play with Sonic's pals and party punch.
Blonde. It's a different blend from the factory's got this one all around. I love this flavor. I like it a lot. It tastes like fruit cereal. It's good. S.
You know, they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's not the case anymore, and this clearly proves that that's not it anymore. I'd give it a solid D. Just go eat cereal instead.
G Fuel does a pretty good job at imitating a fruity cereal taste, and I give them props for that. B tier.
I'm gonna give it a B.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Raspberry pie, stick a thumb upside down in it to remind you are a good boy.
It's one of those that might be better
Yeah.
in milk. It's pretty tasteless right here. It needs more powder. F. F.
That's not very fair. I think we should put more powder into that.
2.
Shut up. Bon appetito.
Wow.
Part 2.
Ooh.
Oh,
That changes my opinions on it almost entirely. Yeah, it tastes very, very good. Wow. Wow. Ooh. A. A.
eh?
A.
You know, so this is part 2. The first one was more watered down, and I think I prefer it. So this is apple pie, correct? Apple pie flavor?
This is raspberry pie.
Raspberry pie, okay. I think it gets the raspberry part down, but I'm not tasting pie crust at all. So I'd give it a C for raspberry.
I disagree.
Oh.
I think it has a pie flavor, and it's actually pretty pronounced with this one. The raspberry is kind of just in the background a bit. A tier. I like this flavor.
I'm giving A tier as well. I like it.
A.
A.
Hey, woman.
Don't be a sour Sally. Try sour green apple.
S tier. S tier. It tastes wonderful.
You know, for sour apple, it's pretty tart, not very appley. I'd give it a B.
This is what the original G Fuel green apple needed. A bit of sourness. A tier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an A as well. I really like green apple.
Yeah.
And I like how sour it is.
Am I contrarian?
Become a star with star fruit.
Muy buen.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That one was concentrated too.
Ooh.
That's very interesting. I don't know if I like or dislike this. It's just a lot of things.
Ooh.
I think it's just a middle of the road C tier for me.
You know, when I think of this flavor, I think of Plants vs. Zombies and the starfruit plant. And much like Plants vs. Zombies, this is an S tier flavor.
S.
You know, in my opinion, this flavor doesn't really know what it wants to be. It's definitely not real star fruit, which is kind of like a watery citrus in a way. And sweet. I don't know, it reminds me of soap. Don't know why. I really don't know. Middle of the road C tier.
I'm gonna give it a C as well.
Why?
I agree with them.
You're really bad at this. Grow more centimeters with strawberry shortcake.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god. It's not my favorite. You know, I love strawberry and I love squirt cake, shortcakes. This is probably a B tier.
When I tasted this one, it just tastes like generic powder candy to me, so I'm gonna give it C tier.
You know, this was one of the first cake flavors that G Fuel decided to make. So I think they really perfected the cake flavor down the line with these other ones here. But for their first attempt, not bad. I'd give it a B tier.
I'm gonna give it an A because I like cake and I really like the strawberry.
I like your cake
The
too.
strawberry. There's not a lot of strawberry, but there's enough strawberry and there's more cake than the strawberry, so there's more of a cake than a strawberry flavor, you know? So then it makes strawberry shortcake.
You're just mumbling.
Make a splash with shiny splash.
Cheers.
Cheers. What is this, like blueberry lemonade or something like that?
It is.
It tastes wonderful. It tastes wonderful. Absolutely delicious. S tier.
You know, there's a few things that never go wrong together.
Blueberry.
Banana split and blueberry lemonade. S tier.
This tastes like the blue raspberry Jello. If you don't make it into Jello, A tier.
I'm gonna give it an A because I really like blueberry. And lemonade.
Sugar plum. I don't see no dancing fairies.
Can you just start grinding up against me after you take this? Ooh, this is weird. The aftertaste? Oh, that's familiar. It's a familiar aftertaste. Tastes like some sort of soda. I like it though. A tier.
You know, I tried this in a Dance with Jerem. I think I prefer Dancing with Jerem over drinking this. I don't like the taste of it that much. I'd give it a D tier.
Sugar plum is one of my favorite flavors. I really like the plum flavor and how sweet it is. Color's pretty epic too. S tier.
I'm gonna give it an A. The flavor's nice. It has a very round plum flavor in it. I do like the sweetness, but the aftertaste is a little bit unsettling.
You finna be juicing with the juice.
I do really like the juice. I love the Skittles flavor that it gives you. S. As in salmon.
I'm usually not a big G Fuel kind of guy, as we've seen throughout this video. But I like this flavor quite a bit. I wouldn't say it's quite S, but I'd say it's solid A tier.
The juice tastes like those cough drops that are incredibly sweet that don't have nearly enough of the stuff that actually suppresses the cough. They have the white lines down the middle. You know what I'm talking about. B tier.
I'm gonna give it an A because I like the sweet bitterness to it and I like the candy flavor it gives out.
A.
Can you fucking stop?
Can you
like for fuck's
Watermelon limeade, more like, waiter, I'm in lineade.
This tastes and smells. The smell is better than anything I've smelt all day. The taste, very good too. S.
You know, I had this one for the first time. I agree with Jerem that it smells very good. But the taste was lackluster to the smell, I feel like. I'm gonna give it an A.
Watermelon limeade has a really nice aroma, and it tastes like watermelon lifesavers, the hard ones. S tier.
S tier as well.
S.
Because
Tier.
it also, like they said, it tastes like the watermelon lifesavers. I think it tastes like the gummy lifesavers as well, which I really like.
S.
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 Wumpa fruit.
You know, I'm not the biggest fan. I don't know.
You're
It's a
moving
D.
the camera.
It's a D. I don't like it a lot. I don't have a lot to say about it.
This flavor's called what? Wampus?
Wumpa fruit.
Wampa. It reminds me of a Wampa from Star Wars. And like Star Wars, about a third of it is good. The other 2/3, not so good. I'd give
What
this
third are
a
you-
D tier.
What third are you?
Prequels are better.
So Wumpa, I believe, is an apple
Throw
mango.
up?
Apple mango
That
pear.
explains a lot.
In theory, those are all fruits I like a lot, but it tastes stinky. I don't know how to put it. Kind of like
It does.
It tastes like Moist Critical. Woo!
D tier.
That's a throwback.
I'm gonna give it a D. I'm not really a fan of the combination of the. I didn't like the
Joe said
combination
so,
of the
too.
flavors.
So, you know,
I'm not really a pear
salty.
guy. I don't really like pears.
It tastes that
Apples
good.
are okay, but
I don't know what I prefer to it though.
Can you,
You-
shut the fuck up?
you
please,
need to
for 2
repeat.
fucking seconds. All right, like Jesus fucking Christ.
Dude, we're live.
We're trying to make this work out so we can. I don't like the flavor. I don't like the pears and the apple
Can this
combination.
guy hurry the
Can
fuck
you
up?
shut the fuck up, both of you cunts? All right? Jesus Christ. D.
What we do get is go.
Time to
back,
make
back,
the jungle
back,
juice.
back, back.
Let's get to it.
Amen. I need to squirt.
All right, up here now. Okay, we finished our jungle juice. Look at all these bottles that we've done today. That's 32. Count them. 1, 2, 3. 32. And now we taste.
Hood. That's where I'm from. Every single day, I live in the hood. Get it, Anthony. Time.
That was bars, my guy.
It's time to taste jungle juice part 2. Bon appetito.
Dude, I gotta throw up.
So, I'd have to give it a solid A. I don't think it's that bad.
It's better than most of the flavors. I'd give it a solid A tier. Try it if you can.
To be perfectly honest, this is pretty good. I actually like it. Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't have coffee in it like last year's, you would know. So it's pretty good.
Years ago.
S tier.
I'm gonna give it a B. I mostly taste the watermelon, flavor.
I was getting a bit of that.
That's
too,
mostly
yeah.
what I
Yeah,
taste.
it's a lot of watermelon in there.
Yeah. Like, what is it? What is it?
I think that kind of saved it, really.
Yeah.
The watermelon.
I think it was pretty
limeade
good.
is
Yeah, the
mostly what I
watermelon
tasted.
marmalade. That concludes it for this The Darting L. I hope you had a good time.